Number 11. If they call upon Kohen or a Levi, and they are not present in the synagogue, they should not call upon another Kohen or Levi by using his name. Right? So that the people should not say about the first Kohen that the lineage is tainted. Okay, so they call him, maybe he just stepped out to the restroom. I don't know. All right, so commentary. By announcing the replacement of a Kohen or a Levi, one draws attention to the fact that the one called upon the first will not be the Aliyah. This could imply that he is unfit to be called upon for an honor that is awarded based on a lineage casting doubt of his ancestry. Shulchan 135:11. So okay. So they call this Kohen, and he stepped out to the restroom, and there is another Kohen. So let other Kohen just come up without calling his name. So people, I don't think that people pay so much attention. They call somebody by name. Another person came up and he does a blessing, and that's it. Continue. Rather, they should tell the other Kohen or Levi, you are sent. Okay, so usually maybe point finger or like motion with the hands, you come, right? Without calling him by name. And he should ascend, meaning the second guy. By simply calling up the second Kohen without announcing his name, to avoid drawing attention to the fact that the Kohen called upon first was not to be Aliyah. So as we said, not to embarrass the first Kohen okay. However, one may call up by name son of a Kohen who was called up originally. Interesting. So son of the Kohen you can call. For doing so, no taint. For doing so, not taint the father's lineage. Very interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's logically, it's pure logic. So we said before, if Kohen, we call a Kohen, and he stepped out, and now he's not there, so we cannot call another Kohen because people might think there is a problem with lineage of that Kohen, of the first one. So, but when we call his son of the original Kohen, there is no problem. So if father has no problem, if son has no problem, so of course the father has no problem because the Kohanim are like the lineage goes by the father's side. Okay. Continue. For if the father's lineage was tainted, the son lineage would also be tainted, right? Which is like pure logic. Similarly, if the Kohen or a Levi is unable to ascend because they in the middle of Shemona Esther prayer, as I said before, the Rabbi may call upon another Kohen or Levi by name. So in this case, by name. If everyone can see, that the reason he is not ascending to the Torah is only because he is not permitted to do so. Right? So, right. So he's not, he's in the middle of Shemona Esther. If they call upon Israel and he was not present, they may call upon another Israel even by name. So meaning that we don't suspect. Where do you go from Israel? That's it. Israel, right? That's what you know. For regard to Israel, there is no possibility of tainted lineage. Actually, maybe tainted lineage. I just guess that he's not a Jew, right? That will render him unfit to receive Aliyah. But they say, okay, there is no tainted lineage, so he just simply stepped out, and that's all. Similarly, if they called upon the Kohen or a Levi, so but I think that's my personal understanding. Why this guy just make sure that he sees the guy and then call him? Why just call without looking around? Maybe he stepped out. Maybe he has a stomach ache. I don't know. Similarly, if they called upon Kohen or a Levi for the final Aliyah or a maftir on Shabbos or festival, and one of the other is not present, they may call upon another Kohen or Levi by name. Okay, so let's try to understand. So there are a few others. So we say once the Aliyah of Kohen is over, right? You cannot call a Kohen during upon different Aliyahs until the very end. So when there is like Achron, like on Hanukkah, we have three Sefer Torahs on this Hanukkah. So in a minute for us, like when it's you see clearly the different Aliyahs, so you can call up a Kohen or Leib. But for a maftir stuff like that. So let's see. So final Aliyah Achron, right? So let's see, 48. After a Kohen is called up for the first Aliyah and a Levi for a second, only Israelim may be called upon the remaining Aliyahs. This holds true for all of the required Aliyahs of the day. Only Israel may be called upon, right? As we said, only Israelim. On the Shabbos, however, although one is required to call upon minimum of 7 olim, one may add to the number. If Aliyahs were added, one may give it the last Aliyah, called Achron, to the Kohen or Levi. Similarly, they may be called up to the maftir. Okay. So let's try to understand. So during the Mondays and Thursdays, you have only 3 Aliyahs. But in case of great need, very great need, for example, there is circumcision, right? And you want to honor somebody like very special, right? During the Torah reading, so you want to add another Aliyah, even though a state don't do it, but they did it anyway, so there is no problem. They can add Aliyah. But on Shabbos, it's more lenient. You have many, like some kind of celebration, you have many guests from this side, from that side, and so you can add Aliyahs. How many? I don't know, 100 Aliyahs you can add. If you have nothing else to do, that's what you should do. But and they say for a last Aliyah, before the maftir, you can call Kohen or Levi. So everybody knows that has nothing to do with the 7 Aliyahs. They have nothing to do with like additional. It's the very last. Okay. And in this case, as they say, they may call upon another Kohen or Levi by name. So there is no disrespect, no sign that he's not a Kohen or Levi. It's a totally separate reading. 149. Since these honors are not reserved specifically for a Kohen or a Levi, right? This is like last Aliyah and the maftir. The lineage will not be questioned if another Kohen or Levi takes their place. See Mishnah Berurah 135:41. Of course, Israel may be called as well in his case. Okay. So let's see the time. Okay. That's very long. All right. So we can go to questions. Go ahead. Any questions? So I don't see the screen. I don't see everybody. So if somebody have questions,
I have one question.
Please go ahead. Yes.
First, what is an Aliyah? Because I heard an Aliyah about traveling to Israel. Has something to do?
Yes, Aliyah meaning go up. So when a person goes to Israel, he goes up to the callings. You understand? So, and it's one of the explanation. Another explanation, if you read the Chumash, so it says always from Egypt they went up to Israel. So it says that Israel is compared to all of the surrounding places, it's like higher land. So I mean, you have to go down. That doesn't matter from which side you come to. For example, to Yerushalayim, you have to go down and then you have to go up. So you always go up when you go to Yerushalayim. And the spiritual, of course, yeah. So Oleh is the one goes up because we learn we read Torah from the bima. Bima, it's like in the middle, in the middle of the shul. It's like a raised platform. it depends upon the shul. Sometimes you have 2 steps, 3 steps, 1 step, but you for sure you go up. You understand? So that's why it's the same word.
Yeah, I heard that people buy Aliyah. So why they buy? And I heard that it costs very much money.
It depends what you buy. So basically there is two customs. So Sephardi custom is to sell Aliyahs. So whoever wants to get called to the Torah. So let's say that I don't know, 60 people, right, on Shabbos, right? And everybody, I want to be called to the Torah, and the guy next to me, and the guy next to him wants to be called to the Torah. So they start the auction. So they say opening bid is $54, and people bid. Somebody wants to pay $200 to be called to the Torah, right? So, and plus it's good. This is money. It goes to tzedakah, goes to upkeeping of the shul. So it's very good. So Ashkenazi custom not to sell Aliyah during the year, except on high holidays.
So Sephardim only sell every day Aliyahs.
I'm not sure about Monday and Thursday, maybe also, but for Shabbos for sure, yes.
And Ashkenazim only on high holidays.
Yes.
Okay, understood.
But in some Ashkenazim shul they don't sell. For example, in the shul when I go now, they don't sell. So when I first came, I said, "What did I want to buy? I want to pay. Like, why should we stop?" But it has its own pluses. Not to sell has a big pluses that I'm not sure what Sephardim do about it. I have no idea, and I'm going to explain what. So there is a Michal Shabbos come, right? Somebody that desecrates Shabbos, and he wants to get an Aliyah. So basically, if he has, let's say, everybody is ready to pay, I don't know, $50, and this guy has 1,000. So guess what? He's going to get called because who pays goes. But in Ashkenazic shul, they know only Rabbi decide. So if you're not Shomer Shabbos, let's say in a kosher shul, they're not going to call you ever. You understand? After that, when they give you blessing, of course, Ashkenazim is not stupid people, right? When they give you blessing, they ask you how much you wanted to donate to the shul, and they're going to announce to everybody. So just because they got an Aliyah does not mean it's always free. They ask you for money. Don't worry. But at least they pick who to call. But in this auction of the Sephardim, it's not so easy. So I mean, I'm not sure what they do. Not to give somebody not proper person how not to give a name. Okay.